Hey guys, it's Voltrex. A lot of new wizards are asking me for help with a budget kit, so I'm going to show you guys what I tend to buy. So this kit usually costs anywhere from 1500 to 2000 gold, which really isn't that bad. So go for Wizard Hat Rare with true magic damage, and try to find a second stat that will benefit you as well. These are relatively cheap. So we have a buff duration one here, which is pretty decent. Magic pen, which is decent. And since we're doing a budget, I'm going to go for the cheapest one that's beneficial. Strength isn't bad either, it'll give you a little bit of HP. But I'm going to take the buff duration. So there's your wizard hat. Next, go for a mystic vestment. Try to find vigor, because this is usually cheap and it kind of competes with max health. It's a little bit less than, but it gets the job done. So let's take a look at what we have. You can also check the epic ones. Sometimes these are relatively cheap as well. See? There you go. 130 gold, 5.8 buff duration with 2 vigor armor rating on this one. So personally, I'm going to take the one with the armor rating for 150. Next, go for gloves. I usually take reinforced gloves rare with 2 knowledge, but sometimes these can be expensive, other times they can be dirt cheap, so just take a peek. If they're out of our budget range, you can get this pair for 175, which is decent. This is good too, 180 gold, spell casting speed. Now, if the reinforced gloves were too much money, go for raw hides and get vigor. And these are always cheap. And sometimes you can find a really good additional stat like agility. Not this time. Will. Alright, these are a little expensive, but yeah, you get the idea. If the reinforced gloves are too much, go for raw hides. Next, I like to buy loose trousers for the move speed, but you need knowledge on them, and these can be expensive. We got a pair for 200, another pair for 200. 220. We're not going to need memory capacity with the set that I'm going to show you, so just buy something different. We'll take the 2 strength, 2 knowledge. Next, we'll go for boots. This is one of the most expensive items because you're going to need move speed on them. I like to buy occultist boots. Let's see how much the uncommon ones are. So you can get 5 move speed for 244. Check the rares. 280, that's with dex and 1 extra will. Some armor rating for 300. And if you wanted to get 5 move speed on these, you would have to pay way too much for our budget kit. Now, you can also check for move speed bonus. If it's 1.5 move speed bonus, it's pretty much the same thing as 5 move speed. And a lot of times these are sold cheaper. I'm not sure why, but you could always just check to see. Alright, so these are out of our budget. We can go to uncommon and check. So you can get a 14 for like 180, 278 for 15. So we will just grab those green ones. Now the difference between the green and blue is really not that much with the cultist boots unless it has a good second stat on it. Otherwise you're just losing 1 will. And since this is a budget kit, we're going to go for the cheaper option that still is viable. Next, go for our pendant. We want a phoenix choker rare. Now you can get one for cheap without any good stats on it. However, you do want max health, but it's out of our budget right now. So if that's the case, you could also try to find one with some magic power. And these are too expensive as well. So we'll just go for a necklace of peace with true magic damage. So you can get this for 90 gold. Try to find a decent second stat, but if you can't, it doesn't matter too much with the budget kit. So we'll just take this one with projectile reduction for 100. Next, rings. Rings are always expensive, but You can get away with just using an uncommon ring with additional magic. I recommend Ring of Wisdom because with this kit, we're going to have 40 knowledge with the build that I'm running. So you get 2 decent rings for 200 gold. And these are huge. Normally you want true damage, but it's going to be out of our budget. They are going for a lot right now. Usually they're around like 250, but currently they're over 300. And since this is a budget kit, we're just going to skip the true magic on that. Radiant Cloak. Additional magic. These are cheap. 90 gold for one with 1.4 spellcast speed. And this will do the trick. Now if we were to go for true magic, they're usually over 300, which is out of our budget. 240. Not bad. You might want to substitute the additional for one of these bad boys. The true is a lot better than the additional, but like I said, you can get by with additional. And at least the lower gear brackets with a budget. For skins, Elf for move speed, Frostwalker for a little bit of HP. Really, it's up to you, whatever skin you want to wear. Personally, I like the Lycan and the Lizard Men. But for this guide, obviously I can't use it because I want you guys to have a wizard hat for the additional damage on it. So, we have our armor. We have 40 knowledge, which is about the minimum you always want in a kit as a wizard. This is huge. You need spell casting speed. We have 115 HP, which is decent because of the Necklace of Peace and the Vigor on our gear. You can always get a blue spellbook for relatively cheap. I put blue in. Let's see. So a rare one with health and magical power should be like 150 gold. Alright, you could always just take a peek. Whatever's in your budget, buy. This one's really good for 200, so we're going to take it. But, however, you could always go for one of these for 145. Finally, if you're playing normals PvP, a rare crystal sword with additional weapon damage will get you by. You always want to make sure it has at least 18 weapon damage before buying it. And the magical weapon damage on it can go up to 15, but in normals it's kind of negligible. So as long as it has 18 weapon damage on it with +2, just buy it. Alright, so this is our budget kit. 307 move speed. Not great, but for a budget kit, it'll get you by. Health, 115, 40 knowledge, and 35% magic power bonus. Another tip for Wizard, if you have any blue pots, always take them and pop them before a fight. These can and will save your life. In total, for the budget kit, we spent 1,543 gold. So let's see how it performs. So for the perks I like to take with my budget build, I like Arcane Mastery, this is a must. Sage, this is a must. Quick Chance, really good to help your spellcast speed get up a little bit more. And I also like Ice Mastery for the final perk. It allows you to get in people's faces more and kite them better. However, you can sub these two perks out if you wanted to for Fire Mastery. This is extremely good in trios. Ice Shield, this helps out a lot and can save your life. Mana Surge, I never take this, but you can if you wanted to have a little bit of extra damage. I do not recommend it though. So these are the perks. Run double spell memory. The spells I like to take. In trios, I take all the offensive spells. Now, in solos, you might encounter a lot of rogues, so you might want to run Light Orb. However, I'm not sure anymore with Light Orb because a lot of rogues are running Cutthroat anyway, so if you were to reveal them, they could just run in your face and Cutthroat you. With Solo Wizard, the most frustrating class in the game to play against are rogues. A lot of them just sit by corners, sit in doors, and just use creep the entire game. So you have to be extremely careful if you're playing Solo Wizard. If you ever see any open chests, open doors, dead mobs, just always assume it's a rogue and play smart. Just by playing like that, it will save your life. So that's the budget kit. Those are the spells you're going to take. These are the perks. So let's get into it. I apologize for the background noise in the video. You might hear some fireworks, an ambulance, you know, some chaos. I'm still learning how to make videos and record, and I think my mic sensitivity is too high. So I just wanted to apologize in advance for that. Alright, so we got a pretty juicy looking fighter here. Oh yeah, this man is absolutely kitted. See his move speed, he has 301. He's going to be a threat. But I kind of want his kit. So if I find him, we're definitely going to fight. Now, he probably looked at my kit and was like, oh, this kit is garbage. But I promise you against that, it's an easy win. Alright, so in the lobby, it only looks like it's just me and this fighter. I have been getting dead lobbies recently. So this is probably going to be a boring game. Unless we come across him. And I do want his kit. His kit is super fat and will sell for a lot of money. Take a peek, look around for him. Just remember, he outgears us, so we have to play smart and efficient. Guy has massive move speed for a fighter. Always keep that in mind. So with this fight, I would want to keep haste up at all times if possible. And try to keep him like slowed, ice bolted. You know, just controlled. Now here, sometimes I like to throw a torch at a doorway to know where I have an escape. So just in case he were to push us, we could run back through there. We have it all cleared. We have a high ground there. With this though, keeping the door open is risky because I'm clearing mobs. He could push in, and it could be bad. Just want to finish clearing this room. I guess we'll just try to look for this guy, but I don't think we're going to find him. Sorry, I think there's fireworks in the background, 4th of July. And you know, I'm playing this game because I have no life. Alright, he did clear pyramid. So what I'm gonna do, throw a torch here, just so I know where I'm going to kite. Always know where you can fall back to kite. And I hear him, he's here. He's got his survival bow out. So I'm gonna take a blue pot. He wants it. He's got it drawn. Make him wait. That was a direct. Slow him. Direct in his head. And he's dead. And that's how it's done, boys. I'm actually shaking. That was a close one. Go fight, brother. So this is the power of the budget kit. Like I said, you can kill people who are geared. And if you pay attention to the clip, I just controlled him that entire fight with slow, ice bolt, and fireball. Ooh, my fucking heart's racing after that one. Go fucking fight, brother. That was close. He's got fucking fat loot. Just gonna take all the stuff to sell after this. I haven't seen much of the lantern shield, so I doubt that that's good. Oh, it was a longbow. I thought it was a survival bow. Boots are good too. Just decent, nothing crazy. So yep, just loot up. And then we're gonna get out of here. I think we pretty much got everything we need. Just making sure I don't miss anything. Just leave a comment, let me know what I missed. And we have a blue right here. And I want my torches back. Nah. We have the squire for that. So anyway, yup, we're out of here. And we just killed a pretty juicy guy with the budget kit. So basically the kit just paid for itself. And if you're a newer wizard, I don't recommend getting in his face like I did. The only reason I did is because I know I can land my bolts, I know how to slow, fireball, etc. If you're newer, I would recommend trying to keep mid-distance from him. Don't let him even get to you. But, yeah, as you see, you can, if you think you've done enough damage, you can just missile him. Just be careful, because there are many times where I've done that to a barbarian or a warlock, and after I hit them multiple times, but they were not low, and then they just 2-tap me. So you have to be smart about it. So, as people say, wizard is not like underpowered in mid gear or like this kind of gear range, but when it comes to legendaries and everyone has a million magic resist, health, etc., wizard is really down bad and could use some love. But other than that, wizard pretty damn decent, as you can see. Got a decent kit from this man, nothing crazy. So the rings are actually super good. Oh my, I have full in there, but let's see for the ring. Ring of Courage, 1 additional magic. I'm sorry, 1 additional physical. So his rings are, they both have additional fizz. Rings are at least 450 gold each, so we'll just say 900. They'll probably sell for a little bit more or less. The boots have some move speed and HP. So let's see how much we'll get for these. Over 400 for these bad boys as well. The dark plate has agility. Alright, so this is dirt cheap. Might just vendor that. Loose trousers, epic will always sell, even if they don't have stats like these. People will buy them solely just for that extra move speed. So we get about probably like 270 for these trousers. Not bad. The falchion, also pretty dog, but it'll still sell. Alright, so a little over 100. The capes always sell, especially this one has armor. So yep, there's over 400. So we made at least a little over 2,000 gold with this kit. So basically we just paid for our budget kit with his kit. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. That lobby was kind of dead, unfortunately. I would like to have a video where I'm just running around slaughtering people. But yeah, I just want to show you guys the power of the budget kit. I know it's only one fight, but I mean, you can see it actually puts in work. And if you have any questions, you need any help with anything, you can always just hit me up. Alright, peace out.